Hey guys, Charles Damiano back from the Bruce Lee collection, and once again I'm here with my good friend Hector Martinez.
Charlie!
What's up, buddy?
What's up, my brother?
Oh man, you know me.
Welcome back.
I get excited when I come over your place. I get excited.
I get excited having you here.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I mean, you know,
appreciate it.
out of all my Bruce Lee friends, this one lives here.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited because I know we have a very special episode lined up today. Not only is it a dedication episode to one of our good Bruce Lee brothers, right, who just passed, but you got some items here that I know there's a story behind, which I'd love to hear in a second, that we're going to show the audience today. And these are one-of-a-kind items on Dragging the Bruce Lee Story. So I'm really excited to get into this episode. So I'm going to give the mic to you, and maybe you could start by telling us the story behind these and how they came about, because I know there's an interesting story behind it.
Well, Charlie and your audience, these posters here are very unique and one-of-a-kind items. But I would not have obtained these posters if it weren't for Mrs. Kelly Goodman, wife of our dear friend, the late J.R. Goodman.
Absolutely.
And, you know, Kelly was more than generous enough to agree for me to have these posters.
Wow, that's fantastic.
J.R. Goodman, may he rest in peace, quite a number of years ago, he had shown me these posters. And he knows that I was very interested in them. And but J.R. would not sell any of the posters, and I totally understand why. I have things in my collection, so do you, that you would never part with. But in one of your episodes, I shared with your audience that JR had sent me 2 posters. He took me totally by surprise. And he says, I want you to have these for you to add them to your collection. Now, when JR passed, Mrs. Goodman contacted me, and we spoke a little while, and I told her that I was going to try to help her to move Mr. Goodman's collection, J.R. Goodman's collection. But I did mention to her that I had interest in the in these posters.
So
she gave them.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Gave them to me.
So for those who don't know who J.R. Goodman is, you know, he was a big Bruce Lee collector like you and I, but he started it all back in the 80s, 90s, because I remember his website. For those who don't know, he had a website called Kato Man.
Kato Man.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He was big on the Green Hornet side of things at the time, and he was known for his Green Hornet collection, and he had one of the biggest in the world at that time. He met Van Williams, and I remember back in the 90s, I ordered all my VHS tapes, and then he got into DVD tapes, all from JR. And when I spoke to his wife just the other day, and thanks for giving me her number, she said, man, Charles, I remember when you used to call my husband and order all those VHS tapes on, you know, Kato and the Green Hornet and Bruce, and he had it all back then. Remember that?
He had stuff that was never released.
Never released at that time.
You know,
and she said, I remember sitting there at night filling your orders when they were coming in. So she said, it's a pleasure meeting you and Hector now. So yeah, that's something. So I'm glad we're doing this episode on him, because he was one of the big time firsts back then. Yeah,
you know, J.R. Goodman, what really put J.R. on the top was that J.R. is responsible for finding the original Black Beauty.
Absolutely.
So J.R. was owner of the original Black Beauty that was featured on the television series The Green Hornet. And I hear that 2 cars were built. One was the screen car, and the other one was the hero car. J.R. owned the original car, the one that Bruce drove.
That's what I heard.
So, yeah, and that really catapulted J.R. And he started rubbing shoulders with the TV studios. That's how we got those rare TV. Marlowe, Longstreet. He had that.
No one had that at the time. I know. You know. I got all my stuff from him.
So, you know, I told Kelly Goodman, I said, Mrs. Goodman, as long as I'm alive and Charlie's alive, we will not forget J.R. Goodman.
Absolutely, man.
And we will continue to dedicate episodes to J.R. J.R. was a good guy.
That's why I'm excited about this. So what do you want to say first about this?
Well, Charlie, I want to share these posters. Okay, these posters now, number 1. I don't want to brag, but I am. And that's, you know.
Well, there's good reason to.
I'm going to brag because, number 1, we're talking about J.R. Goodman, and number 2, these posters we have reason to brag about.
Yeah.
These posters that I'm going to share with your audience are unique and one of a kind. No other posters like these exist.
I know.
These are known as comprehensive posters.
Yes.
Comprehensive posters are what the artists create for the movie studios, and they do various samples of a particular poster,
Yes,
so that the company may pick one,
right,
as the poster that they're going to use to promote the film. So what I'm going to show today to you, Charlie, and to your audience is a selection of different comprehensive posters that were created for Dragon the Bruce Lee story. But I want you to know how these posters were found.
Let's talk about that, because that's an interesting story.
Charlie, these posters, talk about being in the right place at the right time.
Yep.
And these posters were actually found by J.R. Goodman's son. So
crazy.
Actually, in Florida, he was driving by Universal Studios, and he noticed in a dumpster, he saw that they were throwing away posters. So he gets out from his car, he goes to the dumpster, and he's looking, and he sees these Dragon.
Wow.
So he calls his dad. He says, "Dad, they're throwing away Dragon the Bruce Lee story. Do you want them?" He said, "Do I want them? Take as many as you can."
I love it.
So he took them all. He took them all,
Man.
put them in the back of his car, and JR was the owner of these for quite a number of years.
And here they are, one of a kind posters that they created for the movie back in 1993.
For 1993.
To select the original movie poster that was going to be in the billboards at that time.
Exactly.
Wow.
So Charlie, this is poster number 1.
Yep, let's go through these.
In no particular, it's not an official number 1,
right?
But it's number 1
Yep.
with the posters that I'm going to show you afterwards. This one, again, this was an idea that they had. This one says, "The life, the love, the legend, coming soon. The Bruce Lee story." And again, if you touch each letter, everything was pasted on individually.
It's all raised, man. That's how
Right.
they did graphic artwork back then in the day. Even this was a cutout.
This is a cutout.
And they pasted it on there at the time. Now everything's digital, right? You do it on the computer, but back in the day, you had graphic artists who were displaying the letters and the figure, and this is all cut out, man. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah. This is old school style.
Yeah, that's how they did it.
So the artist, this is the artist, one of his samples. And it's cut out. And this is nice. You know what I like about this, Charlie? If you look carefully, it kind of looks like the golden harvest colors.
Yes. Yeah, the orange and yellow.
Yeah, those, Hong Kong golden harvest style. But yeah, this is one of them, man. This is a really cool one.
Wow.
And it's on a board, pasted on the board from the original artist. And this was found in the dumpster.
Man.
Yeah.
This is history right here.
It's history, bro. Absolutely. So, Charlie and your audience, this is poster number 1.
All right, let's get the next one, man.
All right.
So we're back with poster number 2. So this is your second one, man.
Yeah, here it is, bro. This one is nice. This one says, "The mystery, the love, the legend, the life. Dragon, the Bruce Lee story."
And look at this. They use that kind of cut like they did in Enter the Dragon. Almost a little jagged edge there. I love it.
Kind of like the scratches.
Yeah,
like the
scratches. Yeah, that looks like a little scratch work over there. Man.
So again, Jason Scott Lee is a cutout.
Yeah.
This is a cutout. It was pasted on this background. And if you notice carefully, this is a silhouette of Jason Scott Lee and forget the girl's name who played Linda Lee. Yeah, but she's there. So if you got to look carefully.
Yeah, you have to really look carefully.
Kissing.
I see it. Yeah.
Like
wow, look at that.
And again, the BruceLee story. Every letter is pasted.
Another beautiful one.
Is it Lauren Holly?
Lauren Holly.
Lauren Holly.
Yes. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That's great. So so let's go to the next one, man. This one's another beauty. That's number 2.
Yeah.
What do you have for number 3, man?
All right, let's go.
Let's do it. So here we are back with poster number 3, and this one's a little different. I love this one. Why don't you describe this one?
Well, again, Charlie, it's kind of similar to the other, the poster number 2, but if you notice the silhouette in the background, it's different.
It's deeper. You can really see it now.
They're not kissing.
Yeah. They're looking in each other's eyes.
Looking at each other's eyes. I mean, it's a love story.
It was a
Dragon
love story.
the Bruce Lee story.
Yeah.
So the mystery, the love, the legend, the life.
Are these raised also? Yeah, look at that. They're all pasted on.
Yeah.
Wow, man. And same with him.
Same with the flying kit.
cutoff.
Uh-huh. and each
And the letter
letter.
again, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got Jason Scott Lee, Lauren Holly, and Jason Scott Lee with the famous flying cat.
Imagine deciding which poster to use because they're all beautiful.
Yeah.
What a decision that was.
I
from
do
the
have my
studios.
favorites.
You do? All right, let's talk about it at the end.
Bro, wait till you
All
see
right.
them.
We're
Wait
going to
till-
see what the favorites are as we continue to go through these, and let us know what your favorite is as well. I can't wait to hear your favorite, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Let's do it.
All right, here we are for poster number 4, and this one's really different, man.
Yeah.
I loved Jason Scott Lee in Dragon the Bruce Lee story. Not a lot of people thought he did the performance that well, but I thought he was great in it. I just loved it. You get mixed reviews on it. I
Yeah.
know the story is mixed because it wasn't true to the life story, but for the drama and the theatrics that they did, I thought they did a good job overall.
It was well done.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
And this poster is just phenomenal.
You know, my daughter's not a Bruce Lee fan. She's not at all.
Yeah.
But she says that her favorite Bruce Lee film
Is this?
is Dragon.
Yeah. Well,
You know, because it's a love story.
yes, leave it to the Hollywood studios to come up with that. And they go for mass appeal, right? They're not
Indeed.
catering to the collectors.
Right.
They want the masses to really enjoy the film. And
Correct,
your daughter's
correct.
a perfect example of that.
Yeah, she loves this movie. And actually, this one is my favorite poster.
This is the one.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the one. I should have
man.
left it for the end.
That's okay.
But-
Look at that. That is really
Yeah.
hot, man. Look.
It's got the like that warrior in the
warrior.
background, and some men are fighters. One fighter was a legend.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Dragon the Bruce Lee story. Yes, sir.
Man,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
That is a nice one. They came up with quite a few different arrangements for this poster, man.
Yeah. This is a really nice. Charlie, no one has seen these.
His physique looks so much like Bruce's there, man.
He was
did
pretty cut.
He did a great job with
Yeah,
his physique.
he was pretty
and
cut.
I love the cuts, and yeah.
Well, you know, Jerry Poteet
Yeah?
was the one that trained him.
Yeah,
So
he was the fight coordinator
into
on that.
shape,
And Jerry
yeah.
was one of Bruce Lee's original first-generation students, so
His students.
he's the one that trained Jason for the role.
Getting involved in Bruce's philosophies and Bruce's beliefs help scare away all the fears that come into actually portraying a legend.
Jerry Poteet, who studied with Bruce Lee, was brought in to coach Jason in the gritty style of the master.
Bruce was a fighter. I mean, street fighter. He'd get out and he'd get into it, see? So he had that, he wanted that on the screen to be able to say that his fights look real.
He did a great job with that.
Indeed.
Wow. All right, man. Well, this
Great
is your
job.
favorite. We have quite a few more before we hear what your favorite is. So let's go to the next one, baby.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Well, here's poster number 5. This one's similar to the banner. A little
Yeah.
different than the rest. I love it.
Yeah. Well, the other one had like a sun.
Yes,
In the
yes.
back. Remember I said it kind of reminds you of Golden Harvest? This one is a plain white background. Kind of like the banner that we showed in one of your episodes.
The long banner, right?
That big,
Yeah, the
gigantic, long banner,
one,
yeah.
yes.
But Charlie, this one is very different actually. This one is hand painted.
Ah.
So the other ones, you could feel the letters, each and every single
They were
letter.
like cutouts
They were pasted.
more. Yeah,
cut out.
pasted on.
Right, but this
one's
one
more,
is painted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could feel it.
You see the paint?
Yeah.
Now this is a cutout.
Yeah, they still used the cutout here.
Right.
Yeah, for
Yep.
Jason.
Jason Scott Lee is a cutout. But look, these are hand painted.
Yep,
You can
see that.
see the
Wow.
brush strokes.
That is beautiful.
The life, the love, the legend, Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, a universal release. And I dig this.
Yeah.
Rated
Oh,
R.
I know. Wow, man. This is great though, because they use all these different sizes and banners.
Yeah.
Because they were going to use some of these long banners to promote the movie, right? In the theaters and different
Of course.
places. So they had all different sizes that
Yeah.
they were using to promote this film. So this is just another one, which is a unique size.
Yeah, I remember.
It's more like a flag, almost like a long
Right,
flag
exactly.
banner. Yeah, wow.
It probably promoted in Grumman's Chinese theater.
Yeah.
So I could imagine how gigantic,
Yeah.
it must have been. But this is one of the early concepts.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
that's number 5. Let's go to poster number 6. What is it gonna be?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, man. Well, here we are with poster number 6.
Yeah.
I can't believe they use so many different versions. So, what can you tell us about this one? Still a little different than the other ones. You have to really point them out.
Everyone is different.
Yeah.
Everyone is unique, and but you got to look carefully at it. So the other two that look similar, very similar to this, were the silhouettes.
Right.
One was kissing.
Yep.
And the other ones was Jason looking at one direction and Lauren Holly looking at
The other, yes.
This one doesn't have the
No
silhouette.
silhouettes at all.
Right.
Yeah.
So they went with a plainer, simpler version
Yep.
of it. This one again says the mystery, the love, the legend, the life. Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Again, it's there. It's everything is cut out.
Yes, I feel it.
His
Yeah.
we can actually move his leg a little.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, and yeah.
So that's how they did it. Yeah, they
that's how
pasted
did
them
it.
on at the time. Wow, look at that. Love it, man. So that's number 6.
Yeah, this is number 6, man.
How's 7 look? Let's go see it.
Even better.
All right. All right, here we are with poster number 7. I still can't believe that these were in the garbage, as beautiful as they are, to be driving by. What a coincidence. How ironic, right?
Yeah,
That
talk about
J.R.
being at the right place at the right
Man,
time.
that J.R.'s son would find these and...
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
if my son called me and said, Dad, I found all these posters, can I bring them home? I'd say, fly them home, man.
Yeah, yeah.
These are beautiful, and this one's really different.
It's
Why
a
don't you
nice-
explain this one?
This is a nice one too.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's kind of similar to the other
Yes.
3, but this one, again, it's the mystery, the love, the legend, the life, Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Again, these are cutouts, and what makes this one extra special is the background. Now you got Jason Scott Lee looking at Lauren Holly.
Yes.
They're both smiling, a gesture of love, gesture of fun. And then here is the powerful image of,
Yeah.
of the flying kick.
Yep.
So you've got the love and then the power of,
Yeah,
of
look
Bruce
at that.
Lee.
Yeah, that's why they have the
Yeah.
mystery, the love, the legend, the life.
The
They
life, yeah. It's a combination of yin yang.
Yin yang,
So
yes.
you got soft
Yep.
and hard, you know.
Yeah, she really looks like Linda Lee here a little bit in this
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
They did a great job together, man. I just love them playing together.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
You know what, Charlie? When I think about how J.R. Goodman's son found these, being at the right place and at the right time, I learned that they called that karma.
Ah, yes.
If you are a record collector and you've been searching for a particular record and you find it after all those years, all of a sudden they all start showing up one after
you
the other.
notice that?
Right.
It's karma.
It's karma. If you think about Bruce Lee a lot and you collect Bruce Lee and you're constantly, like you, Charlie, into the dragon, who knows? One of these days you're going to walk down the street and find Hans Claus in the trash. Bro, it happens.
It happens. Things come your way because it's in your mind. So you go, oh shit, there it is finally.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody could have found these.
Yeah.
But it was meant for J.R. Goodman.
Yeah.
So I want the audience to know that these belong to J.R. Goodman. J.R. Goodman is no longer here with us, but his memory still lives. And even though I owned them, they're not Hector Martinez's posters. They're J.R.'s posters in Hector Martinez's collection.
Absolutely,
So
man.
they
Well
will
said. Well
always
said.
belong to J.R. Goodman.
Well said. And that's why this is such a touching,
Yes.
dedication episode to JR, because these are his posters.
100%. These
Yeah.
will always be J.R. Goodman's posters.
Absolutely,
They
man.
just happen to be in my collection.
All right, well, let's get to poster number 8, buddy.
Let's do it.
Right, here is poster number 8, and there's obviously going to be a story behind this one because the image is cut out, but there's no picture in it.
Well, you know what? This is true to the saying, the mystery.
There
You
it
got
is.
the mystery, the legend, the life. Again, they were found in a dumpster. So probably the flying kick dropped.
Oh, it
Deep
probably
in the
fell
dumpster.
out.
Right. So,
That is funny.
yeah. But still, it's unique.
Yes.
And it's got the silhouette of what was there, what was once there.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Man. See how they cut it out? That's
Yeah.
where they put it. They paste it right
They cut
on.
it out and then they paste it right on the, yeah.
Nice.
But then again, Charlie, you don't know if it probably did not have a flying kick.
Right.
It was probably the one that was set up to paste the flying kick.
Right,
to.
right.
So I'll keep it positive.
Yes.
We did not lose a flying kick.
There we go.
It was meant to be.
It was
like
meant
that.
to be. The mystery.
The mystery, the legend.
Imagine that. What are they talking about?
So again,
Okay,
Charlie,
we got-
actually, these are not interesting. These are printed.
Oh yeah, that one they printed. Look
Wow,
at that.
this
Yeah,
one
that
is
one's not
printed.
raised.
Right, but
You still have the cutout.
the cutout is still here. Yeah, this is printed. Right. Ah, interesting.
Yeah, everyone does it a little different, man. Wow, this is great. All right, well that's poster number 8. Now what is
Great.
poster number 9 going to look like?
Let's do it.
Let's see. Well, guys, here we are with poster number 9 from Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. So, Hector, what's the story behind this one? This is again another different one, man. So many versions.
Well, you know, this one that we're looking at right now, Charlie, this one is quite different because all the flying kicks in the posters, it's a solid image of Jason Scott Lee.
Right.
But this one, it's kind of like a 3D effect.
Oh, I see it. Look at that. You have the ripples over you, almost like it's an action shot.
Like he's in action. He's moving, right.
So you got the ripples here.
You got
all
the
around
ripples in the arms, the legs.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah. And it's nice. It's a bigger image, and even the scream is different.
Yeah.
You see the facial expression?
Yeah, they use a little different facial expression.
Yeah.
They still use the same words, right? The mystery, the legend, the life.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee, the dragon.
The Bruce Lee story.
The Bruce Lee story.
So here he's kind of like shaking, like in motion.
Yes. Wow.
And yeah, this is a really nice one, man.
That is nice. I like the yellow and the red and
it pops nicely.
Very exciting colors they were trying to promote it with. I heard that red and yellows create a lot of excitement, and obviously they wanted to make this a big splash right with the audiences back in the '90s. So they used some very vibrant colors to promote it.
You know, Asia, like Japan and China. When they use colors, their colors pop.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I enjoy the colors that the Asian motion picture industry uses to promote their films. America is a little more bland.
Yeah,
you know, they're kind of a little more coolish, blandish. But Asia pops.
Yeah, very strong colors.
Very strong, and this is what they try to utilize for this poster.
Well, that's great, man. That's poster number 9. So let's head over to poster number 10, guys.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Well, here we are back with poster number 10.
Number 10.
And this one is really different, man.
Yes,
He's in a little bit of the Wing Chun stance over there. I like it. Look at that. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that, man.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
Got the straight punch there, the little wolf out there.
Yeah, no, he's ready. And he's ripped.
And he's ripped. Look at this.
Look at that. Jason Scott Lee was like, man, he was in top shape.
So they were trying to maybe use it without his head here. Just kind of making you imagine of the whole Bruce Lee image, right?
Not a good idea.
I know. But they went with it. They gave it as a suggestion.
Yeah,
obviously they didn't go with it, but
I think if Jason's head would have been there, it would have been cool.
Yeah.
But not a good idea.
Look how big Dragon is on this one, man. Yeah. Wow.
You know, the original title to this movie was Dragon, a Bruce Lee Story. That was the original, because I have the original script.
Yes.
And we featured it on one of your episodes. Yeah. It was supposed to be called Dragon, a Bruce Lee Story, but eventually they went with Dragon, the Bruce Lee Story.
Yeah. Got you. Wow.
Again, each letter is pasted individually.
I could feel that,
Each letter is there.
Old school, baby.
And these big fat letters were also pasted on the black background.
Yep. Wow, very nice.
And then this is a photo.
Yeah, pops out.
Yeah, the photo was
background.
actually pasted on. So, and these letters were pasted on as well.
Yeah, amazing how they did graphic artwork back then, man, back in the day.
Yeah.
Everything individual. Look at that, nice.
Oh, and these here were carefully, wow, that's a lot of work.
Wow, even those little ones, look at that.
Charlie, that's a lot of work, bro. Every single letter was, yes, sir.
Wow. Before computers, man. Before they were able to work on this on
that's it.
On your desktop or laptop.
That's why they were so beautiful.
Yeah, look at that.
You know, during the blaxploitation era, I heard that they invited the stars of the movies.
Yes.
They would sit them down in the studio and paint the poster while they had the artists in the studio.
Interesting.
That's why movies like Blackula, Coffee, Hell Up in Harlem, they use realism.
Yeah.
And the artists' renditions of the stars were right on point.
And they looked kind of painted. They almost looked cartoonish, right?
It's a lost art.
It's a lost art. So they had them painted at the time.
Exactly, yeah.
Those are some of the best posters. I love those posters.
Yeah.
They look very vintage and they look very 70s.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's why they're highly collectible.
Yes, absolutely.
So.
All right. I hope you're deciding on your favorite. We got through 10. I think we're going to look at number 11 now. So we have a few more to go, and then we like to hear what your favorite poster was. So stay tuned.
You got it. This one is 11.
Okay.
You ready for this one?
Let's see.
Your eyes are going to pop
I don't
out.
even know what it looks like. Boom! All right, here we are back with poster number 11. And I don't know, man, this one may be my favorite. I've never seen this one before. And I love his pose there.
Yeah, man.
Wow! Oh, yeah. I love it.
Look how young he was, man.
Oh, yeah, man. And
You
look,
know?
the little boy is in it because he was having those dreams, right?
Yeah, those nightmares. This is
The
supposed to be
nightmares.
a young Bruce Lee.
A young Bruce Lee. And
being chased by a demon.
Yep, and there he is in the background.
Yeah.
Man, this one is really different.
Yeah, this is a beauty, man. It's a, let me tell you something, man. I gotta admit something, man. Jason Scott Lee, he played Bruce Lee to a T.
I thought he did a good job, man.
Such, he deserves more credit than what people give him.
I think so. I hear, I read some of the comments and they say, oh, he should have been less comedic because that reminded them of Jackie Chan, that was Jackie's style to be comedy.
Right.
But he added a little of that, right? And they were like, well, but that's not Bruce Lee. He should have been more dramatic and serious. But, he was playing his part. He was honestly expressing himself, how he thought he should
certainly was.
represent Bruce Lee, right? And I thought he did a great job.
That's what an actor does. If you're going to play somebody 100% that person,
then there's no originality.
I mean, right.
Yeah.
I mean, we need something from the actor. His own interpretation of the actor.
Exactly.
So it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
And I think Jason Scott Lee did a great job.
I agree. I loved his performance.
Yeah. Charlie, again, this is it's a cutout.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, man, that one's really distinct on how they cut that one out.
This is a big cutout pasted on this background. The letters are individually pasted.
Yep.
Again, dragon. Nicely. All raised, every single letter, and even the ones here in the bottom.
Man, Hector.
That's a great piece.
I think this one may be my favorite, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll wait for the last one, but
I don't. You know what? If it's your favorite, I see reason why.
Man,
it's amazing.
All right.
Again, I want to thank Miss Kelly Goodman.
Yes.
Also for blessing me with these posters. I mean, how can I have obtained these posters? No one else had these. These were owned by J.R. Goodman and Miss Kelly Goodman. So I'm so honored and humbled to have them in my collection.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
They're amazing.
Yeah, one of a kind. You're never going to see these again. This is it.
Yeah. And I'm going to preserve these, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to preserve these. Yeah.
This is a piece of dragon history right here, man. Yeah. These need to be preserved.
My responsibility is to preserve them, and I had promised Miss Kelly Goodman that they were going to remain in my collection forever.
Well, personally, I feel there's no better person to preserve them than you, buddy.
Well, thank you, Charlie. Very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you, bro.
True collector, true fan, and I know you're going to do a good job preserving these.
Thank you, brother.
All right, let's see the last one, which is poster number 12. All right, well, here it comes, guys. Get ready for this last one. All right, so here we are back with poster number 12. Now, Hector, I just realized we actually have one more coming, so there's actually 13 posters.
13, yeah.
All right, so there'll be one more after this. So let's.
I thought there were 12.
Yeah, so did I.
There's a bonus.
A bonus poster. All right, man. Well, let's take a look at this one real quick.
Yeah. Well, again, Charlie, it's the famous flying kick.
Yep.
Which is similar to the poster where I had said that it reminded me of Golden Harvest.
Yes.
Because of the sun. The sun was smaller behind Jason Scott Lee.
In the last one.
This one is larger. It's a larger sun, and the flying kick is even larger.
Yeah.
So,
and look how interesting they went with this, kind of how they did the cutout around the poster.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Almost like it wasn't going to be a regular rectangle or square.
Good observation.
Maybe it was going to be something they hung, right? Because usually a movie poster is kind of square. So, but that's interesting. Look at that.
It's funny you picked that up because I didn't notice that.
So they were really going to promote the movie with this one. It wasn't even out yet. Yeah.
It wasn't even out. Again, I don't mean to repeat myself, but it's a cutout of the flying kick. Each letter is raised, individually pasted, and so is dragon. The bottom says Sunset Marmont. I wonder what that means.
Oh yeah, look at that. We have to look that up.
It's on the cardboard. On the backing.
And then these again were called comps, right? Comprehensive.
One of your viewers, one of your subscribers in your channel was the one that told us that they're known as comps, which is short for comprehensive. I didn't know that. Yeah. And I wanted to give him credit, but I just don't know his name.
Yeah, well.
But in one of our Dragon to Bruce Lee episodes, you mentioned that they're known as comps.
So thank you for that.
So we appreciate that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So this was number 12, man. All right, let's do it. That was number 12.
Well, one more.
Bonus time. Here we are, number 13. All right, guys. So this caps it off. This is poster number 13, which I guess we considered the bonus poster because we thought there was 12.
Yep.
But this is 13. Another original, man. Look at that. the famous pose with the chucks.
With the nunchucks.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Man, look at that. And
I
look
like
they
this.
used the dragon under here.
This is gorgeous.
Instead of like that little, like
a scratch.
The scratch.
Yeah,
You went
yeah.
more with the dragon.
With the dragon, yeah. This is a great image of Jason Scott Lee.
Yes.
I dig the scratches
Yeah.
and the nunchaku. And it's not accurate because he used the nunchaku before he got the scratches.
Right.
But still, we understand what they're trying to
Exactly.
say. It's Bruce Lee.
It's Bruce Lee, yeah. Wow, look at that. Another cutout.
Yeah.
Everything's raised. Wow.
The mystery, the legend, the life.
Ooh,
Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
This one comes close to my favorite, man. I don't know now. It's a toss between this one and the last one I mentioned.
I'm having a change
With the
of
Warriors. I know.
I'm gonna have to rearrange my
Rearrange them.
favorites.
These are good, man.
Charlie, this one was sent to me by JR.
Wow.
This is the one that he surprised me.
While he was still with us, right?
Of course, yeah.
Wow.
So he told me, Hector, I sent you a little something. Here's a tracking number, and I'm like, I wonder what JR sent me. Could it be a Green Hornet photo or a magazine? And when I opened up the box, and I was floored. And but what's even more special is what's on the background.
Look at that. He wrote you a little something on the back there.
He certainly did.
Little dedication.
For one of my most treasured friends, Hector, enjoy this one of one. There is no other of the rejected Universal Dragon posters. God bless always, J.R. Goodman.
What year was that?
This was in September 10th of 2022.
Yeah, last year, yeah.
So this
that
is
was
dear
great.
to me right here.
Yeah,
buddy.
that's a great dedication, man. Thank you so much, JR. And, this is dedicated to you, and that's why we chose to do this special today. So your memory will always stay with us, man.
Always.
Always, man. Always.
J.R. Goodman, as long as we remain here, Mrs. Kelly Goodman, your husband will never be forgotten within the Bruce Lee community.
Absolutely.
Because your husband was there before I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned a lot of things through J.R. Goodman, and purchased many things and was gifted things from J.R. Goodman. So J.R. has indeed a very special part in my collection.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, man. That was
Thank
a
you, Charlie.
dedication
Thank
to
you,
JR, man. So,
thank you.
All right, this was unbelievable, man. I'm glad we were able to dedicate this episode to
Yes, sir.
J.R. Goodman, man. Very well deserved, and thank you, Kelly, once again for getting these to Hector and your son for finding these treasures, right?
That's right.
Wow, what a ironic talk about karma, as you said.
It's amazing.
This is a blessing on everyone's part, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please write in, give your regards to J.R. Goodman, who's no longer with us, who passed a few months ago. And that's one of the reasons Hector got me over here to do this special dedicated episode to J.R.
Yes, sir. J.R. Goodman, the man.
Thanks again, guys. See you guys later, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Today is a very special day on FX because, as you know, the Green Hornet runs on weekends. Well, I have with me now the premier Green Hornet memorabilia collector of all time, J.R. Goodman. J.R., thanks for having us, man.
Thank you.
Now, when the average guy looks at your collection, he says, well, it's nice, but it doesn't necessarily look that extensive.
Well, a lot of people think that, but this is 75% of what is actually available from the Green Hornet TV show is in memorabilia stuff.
So this is actually pretty rare and valuable.
Very rare, very valuable because they only did 26 episodes of the show and a lot of people didn't get their licensing agreement in, and this is all there is.
Well, let's talk about it. Now, I see you got the metal Green Hornet lunchbox here.
Yes. That's from 1966, put out by Thermos. Very hard to find, in good shape. As you can see, this one's a little rough, but a nice, valuable piece.
What would this go for? Any idea?
About $250.
Now, what's your premier piece?
It's got to be the car.
Got to be the car. All right. Well, how valuable is the car?
$350,000.
$350,000. How fast does it go?
Goes 120 miles an hour.
What's he talking about?
Not that car, John. This car over here.
Oh, JR, you've got Black Beauty.
This is the Black Beauty. This is the original car that was actually used in the TV show.
And you restored it yourself?
Yeah, I had it restored by the guy that did the TV show car originally, and he put this one back together for me.
Wow, this is great. Now, this over here is actually where Bruce Lee as Kato sat?
That's where he sat, right there. That's the seat that Bruce Lee sat in.
Wow. Now, do you ever talk to the Green Hornet, Van Williams?
Yes, I do. In fact, would you like to talk to him now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey ho! Oh, it's the Green Hornet.
right.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Doing a little reminiscing around here?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, this looks great.
Oh, yeah, great car. Great
Wait,
car.
you know, Van, I'm sure that, speaking of the car, you probably know a lot about it. Can we take a look at some of the gizmos and
Sure,
gadgets?
sure. Come around
Let's-
here in
let's
the
go
back.
take a look at
Show you a
this.
bunch of the stuff that it does. Here you got a TV scanner. This was on kind of an auto gyro type of deal. It would come out, fly up in the air, and I had a monitor inside. This was a TV camera, had a monitor inside. You'd go 400 or 500 feet, track somebody across the streets or, you know, away from the car. Then you had here, you had the gas gun or the, what we call the grease gun or oil gun that sprayed oil out. You could either get them with the gas or you could get them with the oil, make them spin out and everything else. Then you had the rockets, 2 banks of rockets here. They would fire the rockets out the back, or you could fire them out the front. Heck of a deal.
Did you have a lot of fun working on the show? It seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Bruce and I were we were really good friends, and we would joke around, and most of the show was stunts, so we did most of our own stunts and had a ball.
Now, speaking of stunts, this has one more gizmo here in the back, right?
Yeah, in the back you have these things called the rams. These rams would come out, and big brackets would come up and grip them, and then the whole thing would flip over, whether we wanted to use the Black Beauty or whether we wanted to use my regular car, the personal car, which was a convertible.
Well, let's take a look at that in action. You want to?
Yeah, we got some film on it over here.
Speaking of film, how do you feel when you watch the old Green Hornet episodes?
Yeah, it makes me feel good. I think the production values in this show are as good as anything that's on right now, and they got a real loyal fan following, and these people are just great. They know as much about the show, if not more, a heck of a lot more usually than I do.
And the kicker is you're still in law enforcement today, huh?
Right. Still work with the Sheriff's Department. I've been with them for 24 years, working patrol and mountain rescue, and still do a lot of work with them.
Van Green Hornet, hey, thanks for coming out.
Sure thing. Thank you.
Real honor. And JR, thanks for having us.
Thank you for having
This
me.
has been the best.